Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. We'll be using the Beautiful Beast Tarot for today's daily tarot reading. This is for the 18th of June, 2023, and we have a new moon on today, so we'll see what comes out. Okay, we have what, like 13 cards on the table? 6 of these are major arcanas. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which we also had the Queen of Cups in the reverse yesterday from a different deck. So Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Cups in the reverse, Death, the Two of Wands, the Empress in the reverse, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Five of Cups, the Chariot, the Fool in the reverse, the Tower, the Star, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So your emotions have probably ran away from you. You're upset, you're displeased about things, how things are, or something did not go as you expected. You might have had high expectations, or you could just outright be catastrophizing something. And of course, that type of exaggerated viewpoint, and it has to end. You have to focus on it and realize that that's not going to help anything. It's not going to bring anything to a resolution just because you go, oh my God, you know, it broke. I mean, screaming about it is not going to help. Running around with your head cut off is not going to help. You know, look for positive solutions. And the thing of it is that, like I said, you might be catastrophizing something, but it's nothing, it's really nothing that is too major. I mean, you're not roadblocked at all. So, this seems to be all from you, whether you're overwhelmed or you're stressed out or just burnt out, maybe. You're displeased and unsatisfied with how things are going on, and this is causing you to have an emotional response. And for those of you that may be prone to anxiety attacks and the like, you may end up having one. Perhaps you get triggered and you handle it poorly, either before or after. I still get the word catastrophizing. And there seems to be a lot of pessimism. It's like you're taking a pessimistic viewpoint, but you're taking it to extremes. And of course, that's not an energy that is going to help you. It's going to hinder you a heck of a lot more than it helps. I mean, it doesn't solve anything. It's not going to change any outcomes. So this is an energy we do acknowledge that we need to move on from it. It's not going to help us start or finish anything by any means. It's just kind of a waste of energy in a way. So once we get the idea that we're wasting our time, we're wasting our effort, and we're not gaining anything, we're not getting an outcome, we're also not managing our emotions well. Once we establish that and we're able to realize that, okay, we need to move on from that energy, we need to step away from it, we need to sort some things out, we get a positive outlook on that, because we're starting to integrate some healing and refocusing and more management to our emotions. We're investing more in how we express or repress, for those of us that might be experiencing some bottled up emotions that all of a sudden release out of nowhere. We're investing in a better way to balance and focus our input and output, if that makes sense. So not only what we absorb and take in, our input, but how we express ourselves and put energy out, whether that is, expressing ourselves verbally or physically, although this is more emotionally. So this is probably maybe an emotional lash out or pessimism in some format. Yeah, this is definitely a day of realizing emotional management is important and it's part of our well-being. If we take too much, sometimes we can have a breakdown. We can have a panic attack. For those of us that are overly stressed or we've catastrophized something and it creates a stressor on us, sometimes we lash out verbally in a way that is negative, a trigger, what have you. That's something that as time goes on, we have to learn what the root cause is so we know how to handle it. And it's interesting that it's coming out that particular way. This is the 18th of June, so there's a new moon in Gemini. So this is a lot of, ideas, plans, enthusiasm. But the sun in Gemini also squares Neptune in Pisces, so healthy boundaries are important. Protecting yourself. This also comes with a feeling of being vulnerable and also double checking to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. Catastrophizing, you might end up putting yourself in a position where that vulnerability, feeling vulnerable, causes you to lash out. At the same time, the moon has entered Cancer because we're going to start Cancer season here in a couple days. But the moon enters Cancer, so surges of emotion. So you're very in tune with what you're feeling. So you may not have a filter between what you're feeling and how you act or speak right away. You're just purely channeling your emotions. So as your emotions change, so does everything else. Don't be surprised if it gets away from you a bit. At the same point, you have a higher opportunity to absorb the emotions of others. So this is I guess you would call a double down for those of us who are empaths. We are going to feel that a lot harder because we already naturally pick up the emotions of others. So not exactly the best placements when it comes to controlling our emotions. Instead, it's more of a day where we're going to get triggered. Interesting. And for the numerology for today, everything adds up to 94, which ultimately reduces down to 4. We had 4 yesterday for numerology. That is our foundation and security. Yes, we should have stable, strong emotions. Being able to feel secure. This is where that vulnerability comes in. If we're feeling vulnerable or we are hurt in a way that we still feel like we're naked and afraid, we're going to have a response to that. And a lot of us sometimes handle that poorly. Some of us want to run and hide. That's an acceptable response, not the best one, but others is to lash out emotionally. And that may be more of what I'm picking up here today. So please take that as it resonates and remember to manage your emotions at the best you can. And if you find something that is definitely not going to help you, readdress it, because if it's not serving a purpose or doesn't serve the purpose or point that you're trying to achieve for the day, adjust it. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you so, so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.